Hello and welcome to Camp Xtras. It's no secret that I love great horror games. There's something incredible about being put in a spooky mood. Well, it feels like we live in a time where horror games are a dime a dozen, and it's hard to keep track of all of them. But this game called Pools has been on my radar for a while, and I just picked it up on sale. So let me tell you how I felt about this one, and all footage was captured off of a PC. Pools is a game split into 7 chapters and has you exploring liminal spaces. Liminal spaces is a horror trend exploring unsettling, nostalgic areas. I feel like the explanation for it changes depending on who you ask, but I think it's a look at places with a nostalgic sense. Areas of the past that resemble places we went to as kids and don't feel like they could ever truly exist. Looking through things through a child's eyes always has a different feel when you get older. Looking at these odd areas that have these weird or archaic designs gives off an unsettling feeling. I don't necessarily find it scary, but it is interesting. Images like the ones I'm showing you evoke a mood, and a game around that idea is neat. Pools chooses to explore this, and explore is all you do, specifically looking through old indoor pool areas and trying to get out. As you move on, the pool halls warp and become something otherworldly. There is no action in the game, it is a walking simulator. Personally, I have no issues with walking simulators. Some games do it well, and others don't. I think Pools does a good job taking this approach rather than going for jump scares. It makes it feel like an art piece, which is a nice non-cliche way to explore the ideas in this game. The game is a maze, and at its core, you just need to get from point A to point B, and that's it. Depending on who you are, this might wear on you, and for me, it did. At first, I really did enjoy the aesthetics of this game. The first level is this confusing mess of pools and slides. The FOV and VHS grain give it this off-putting feeling. Every room was confused with another, and I was lost. And that's perfect for this type of game. I want to be lost so that these rooms can meld together and create tension on my way out. The first level of this game gets that tenseness down, yet I think as the rest of this game goes on, it loses that. As the game moves, levels become more and more linear. You can understand the branches and paths because elements get more outlandish. You go into saunas, a giant mannequin mouth, a ship, and more. And it's less about confusing spaces. It's just about plain weird imagery. Don't get me wrong, I love weirdo stuff, but I feel like it pulls away from the source that made it interesting. For me, this game isn't scary, but at first the fact of getting lost is tense, yet it's gone quickly. I also found the liminal aspect to be lost. It's more about weird elements versus something that evokes an uncomfortable sense of nostalgia. Without that, it becomes tedious. It's sad because I love the glossy look of this game, and some of the imagery is great. There are optical illusions all around this game, and some of them are inspired. And it's the same with the sound design, where the halls have this droning noise to them, and the echoes are really well done. There's a lot of love and care here, but I don't think this game was for me. I think it loses what made it interesting. If it wanted to be an avant-garde walking sim, then it shouldn't have made those first moments such a convincing liminal game, something that feels oddly realistic. I get it, it can be seen as a descent into madness of some type, but it's not remotely scarier, and I found it way too linear. It felt like a great demo with filler tied to it. I don't hate this game, but I do feel like it's missed potential. It just could have been better. But that wraps it up for today. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to keep up with more gaming content like this, and be sure to check out my main channel, Camp Xbox, for retro Xbox content, and I'll see you here next time at Camp Xtras.